guys! So today I am wicked excited to talk to you about food, which I hope is everyone's favorite topic. So specifically, we're going to talk about I'm going stoveless, so cold food options, and how I'm going to do my resupplies, etc. So, first of all, going stoveless. I cannot wait to hear all about how you have to have your hot coffee in the morning and you need a morale boost at the end of the day, and you will be doing so with a hot meal. And that is fantastic for you. I have chosen to go stoveless, and to each their own. Some people are going to find this appealing, other people are not. I've chosen to start this way. That is what I am doing, and if I decide 1 month into this trip that I can't stand cold food anymore and I need a stove, I'll freaking buy one. It's not that big of a deal. Anyways, this is how I'm starting, so we're gonna talk about it. Why would you go stoveless? A lot of people think it's a weight saving thing, and in reality it's not. It kind of evens out, in my opinion. If you're bringing a stove, you've got your stove, you've got your fuel, you've got like your cooking equipment, your pot, whatever, that I am saving weight on. However, with hot food, you're usually doing dehydrated meals where you're adding water, so the food is actually lighter than cold food options. A lot of it is a bit heavier. I do have some dehydrated stuff that I can add water to, but the choices are a little bit more limited in that department. So anyways, weight-wise, I think it kind of evens out. The reason that I chose to go stoveless is more based on simplicity. So I'm thinking about like hiking a long day and you get to camp at night. Now you've got all your little chores you have to do. You got to set up your tent and blow up your mattress and filter your water and hang your food and all these things, and cooking just isn't appealing to me. So I think that this approach is going to work best for me. We will see how it works out, I guess. So anyways, as far as resupplying goes, there are some pros and cons to the different ways you can resupply also. So you could either mail yourself all of your food and pick it up at the post office in every town, or you can resupply at a grocery store when you get into town. I'm going to be doing kind of a combination. So I'm thinking I'm going to send myself a box every like 3 to 4 weeks. We'll see how that goes. The reason for that is, as far as setting everything up in advance and mailing it to yourself, first of all, that is a hell of a lot of planning, and I am not prepared to be doing that. Second of all, if you're mailing yourself your food and you get to the post office on Friday night and the post office doesn't open until Monday morning, what are you supposed to do? Hang there all weekend? Or I don't know. That is a downside. Also, everybody seems to say that like even if you put a lot of effort into variety, you are going to get sick of your own food real quick. So you're going to get into town and just have specific cravings and whatever and just want to go buy food, but you're stuck with all this food that you've already set up for yourself. So those are like the downsides to setting it up in advance. Now, from what I've interpreted as the downside to grocery shopping is A, that is time consuming as you're going. B, you can't get a lot of variety, I think, when you grocery shop, because if you buy a box of, granola bars or cereal or whatever it is, it comes with 6 granola bars or a full box of cereal, and so you're stuck eating that for 4 days straight. Whereas when you send yourself a resupply box, you can split it up and divvy it up into different boxes or however you want. So that would be a downside to the grocery store. Another downside to resupplying in town is that you're limited to maybe sometimes these small town grocery stores or even a convenience store or something, whereas setting it up in advance, I have access to Trader Joe's and Whole Foods and like health food stores. So what I've been able to put into my resupply boxes, I've been trying to focus on some healthier options, whereas when I resupply in grocery stores along the trail, I may be eating a lot more junk food. So I'm hoping that I can just kind of balance everything out. I'm thinking cost-wise it might even out, because even though it's a little more expensive probably in some of these small town grocery stores, on the flip side, you're mailing all your food and all the postage would kind of make up for that. So I don't know for a fact, but I'm thinking cost-wise it might even out. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is organize this mess, and we're gonna go through like a 5-day resupply. I'm gonna try to put like a lot of variety into it, and I'm going to try to keep the calorie count around 3,000 for each day. I think with my size that's probably what I'm gonna want, especially like later on in the trail. When I go down to Georgia initially with 4 days of food, I'll probably be like 2,000 calories a day, because I just don't think I'm gonna need that much that soon. But if you're a man, obviously, and you're bigger, then you may need more like 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day. It just depends on your size and your appetite, I guess, and the type of calories that you're getting. I'm not a nutritionist or anything, and I actually do eat a lot of crap food in real life, but I do think it's important the type of food that you're putting into your body to do something like this. Okay, moving on. So, day 1 of food. This is about 3,000 calories. For breakfast, we are going to start out on day 1 with one of my cold-soaked oatmeal concoctions. I've been playing with this for a while and I love it. So this one is vanilla berry. It's got a half a cup of raw oats, a quarter cup of granola, half of a breakfast essentials like powdered packet, the vanilla one, and then we've got 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, a tablespoon of bee pollen, and then this one has the yogurt bites. It's like a baby food, I think, but it's freeze-dried yogurt that's berry flavored. And then I also put in some dried fruits. So we've got dried banana, goji berries, and blueberries in this one. So basically I'll take the contents of this, empty it into my empty peanut butter jar, add some water, shake it up, and let it sit for like 15 minutes, and it's good to go. So I can do that like while I'm breaking down my camp in the morning or whatever. There's about, I think, 600 calories in this, so it's a really good way to start the day. I also did a iced coffee instant packet. I'm not doing a stove, so iced coffee would be the only thing I could really do if I wanted coffee. To be honest, this is pretty gross with just water at room temperature. I think it's definitely better with milk and on ice, but if I feel the need for coffee, I have it. I can't do those 2 things at the same time because I'm only gonna have 1 jar, but I could do it first thing in the morning if I'm not ready for food yet, or vice versa. So anyways, that is how I will be starting the day. After that, I just have snacks for the day pretty much. I'm not gonna like stop and do an elaborate lunch, but I'll just kind of snack as I'm hiking. I'm gonna have like a gallon zip, I think, in my outside pocket with just food for the day. So one of the things that I have is this fruit thing. I've actually been experimenting with baby food. This one isn't, but it's the same thing. It's like an adult version or kids version, I guess, of baby food. So it's like a pureed fruits and vegetables. This one's banana strawberry acai. I'm worried that I'm just gonna be eating all this awful junk food the whole trip, so even though this is really kind of heavy and I think this one's only 60 calories. I've found them up to like 100 calories. It's definitely not the lightest thing, but it's important to me to at least get some nutrition on the trail when I can. So that is that. For trail mixes, I've been making my own. I think it's cheaper that way to buy all the ingredients individually and just put it together yourself, and then you can customize it so it is the stuff that you like. So for this one, I've got dried coconut, dried pineapple, banana chips, macadamia nuts, yogurt covered cranberries, and white chocolate chips. So that is a lot of calories too. I think that's a good 600 or 700 calories. So Next we've got an RX bar. If you've not tried those, they're very good, although they're kind of like stick to your teeth a little bit, but I love those. I used to be a Cliff Bar person, and then I've kind of switched over to those, although I'm going to do a variety in my resupplies. So I love that. That one's the chocolate sea salt RX bar. I love that. We got some little like Slim Jim kind of sticks. These are just great value, like generic. I was just trying to find individually packaged ones. Then we've got from Trader Joe's. This is like their little fruit and nut disc things. They're good. This one is date hazelnut and cacao. We've got some dessert. This is cookies and cream sticks. I love these things. Some fruit snacks. And that is snacks for the day. For dinner, I've got dehydrated refried beans, freeze-dried roasted corn, and some taco seasoning in this bag. So same thing, add a little bit of water, shake it up. I've tried this. The dehydrated beans kind of take a while to rehydrate. I'd say that's more like half hour, 45 minutes, and even still, it probably could have used a little bit longer. It's not ideal, but whatever. So once that's rehydrated, put it in a tortilla. I'm gonna be hopefully having cheese. I'm a huge cheddar cheese fan, but I haven't figured out exactly what is going to be the best for keeping at room temperature or outdoor temperature for days at a time. So I just threw a random cheese in here just to show you. But anyway, so refried beans, cheese, tortilla, that'll be dinner. And then for dessert, pretty much every night, because I have not gotten sick of it yet, will be Nutella in a tortilla for dessert. So that is day 1. Moving on to day 2. Same thing for breakfast in the morning, except this one is chocolate coconut. So raw oats again, chocolate granola this time, chocolate breakfast essentials packet on this one, still chia seeds, bee pollen, and then I put coconut chips, chocolate cacao bites, little marshmallows like from hot chocolate, and this one is probably a lot more calories, but super yummy. So that for the morning, coffee again, and now this is actually a baby food. This is Organics Happy Baby. So another one of these, this one's banana, beets, and blueberries. That's the weirdest thing about the baby food, is it's like strange combinations of fruits and vegetables, whereas the adult ones, I would say it's like all fruit or something. Weird combinations, but anyway. All right, and then a trail mix again. This one is a little bit different, still banana chips, and then I've got almonds, peanut butter chips, and pumpkin seeds. Oh, and mango, dried mango, which is kind of a strange combo. I am doing some Cliff Bars, and this one is my favorite, peanut butter banana. It's kind of hard to find, at least up here, but love that freaking Cliff Bar. I've been trying to not eat them so that I don't overdo it before the hike. So, peanut butter banana Cliff Bar. Then I got a little thing of beef jerky. Cliff also does these energy chews. Love those. That is strawberry. And then a little day dessert, some chocolates. Then for dinner tonight, I'm going to do a hummus wrap. So this is Veggiecopia. I got these online, to be honest, because they didn't have them in my grocery store, the little individual hummuses, and it doesn't need to be refrigerated unless it's open, but that's really good. And then I have some dried veggies. So I've got roasted corn, broccoli, and okra or something, whatever the hell that is. So we'll do the hummus and the veggies in here, and cheese in here in the tortilla, and then same thing, Nutella tortilla for dessert. And that concludes day 2. And here we have day 3. So once again, in the morning, I won't list all the ingredients again, but my cold soaked oatmeal, this one is coffee almond. So there's almonds in here, obviously, and the breakfast essentials packet is like a mocha cafe or something flavor, which I had never seen before until recently. And then I actually put instant coffee in one of those little iced coffee packets in here. So I didn't do a coffee for today because it's in there. For my baby food of the day, this one is organic apples and butternut squash and super chia. Once again, weird combinations. Today I did a fruit mix instead of, well, it's still a trail mix, I guess, but it's just dried fruit instead of nuts because there's so many almonds in here. I'm already like super high in calories and fat and whatever for the day from the nuts in there. So this is just dried fruit. We got bananas, blueberries, goji berries, mango, pineapple, coconut. That'll probably be my favorite. Then for granola bars of the day, we've got a Lara bar. I found some like limited edition ones. I think this is one of them, but cinnamon roll. So they're just like cool flavors. I don't know why they don't have them all the time. And then this is from Trader Joe's. They have like the TJ's Nutty Bars. So they're like really good as far as contents in those. Some snack sticks again. Some peanut butter cups for a day dessert. And then for dinner tonight, I just did a pepperoni thing that I'll slice up with cheese in here. Threw in a little barbecue sauce. And then for dessert, Nutella tortilla. That is day 3. Day 4. Another oatmeal for the morning. This one's strawberry banana. Strawberry breakfast essentials. I have more of those freeze-dried yogurt bites in there and banana chips and whatnot. Another coffee for the morning, another freaking baby food. This one is bananas, acai, and granola, which actually is a good one. I've tried that one. I'm back to day 1 of Tropical Trail Mix. As much as I'm trying to go for variety and not repeat stuff, it's inevitable. You're gonna repeat stuff sometimes. For granola bars, we've got some Kind bars for today. I like these pressed ones, except for those one that's like banana, kale, spinach, and that was disgusting. But dark chocolate banana, I feel like you can't go wrong with that. Some more jerky, day dessert, pick me up. And then for dinner tonight, we're doing Parmesan couscous. So this is another one that you can cold soak. The couscous actually worked really well and didn't take that long. I tried quinoa. That did not work so well. Anyways, so this couscous came in a box that was already like Parmesan, so it had some seasoning in it. And I did like 2/3 of the box, so I think it's more than one. I think it's double the serving. And then I put more of those freeze-dried veggies in there and some extra Parmesan chips and stuff like that. So we'll just cold soak that in here. It takes like half an hour or so. And then once again for dessert, Nutella and a tortilla. So that concludes day 4. And here we have day 5. So once again, in the morning, one of my breakfast oatmeals. This one's chocolate peanut butter. So we've got peanut butter chips and more of the chocolate cacao beads and whatnot in that one. And then a coffee. For my adult baby food of the day, this one is mango orange yogurt. Back to this trail mix, which was the almond banana chip, peanut butter chip one. Might have overdone it on peanut butter chips today. Meal to go bars. If you haven't had these, they're amazing. You order them online. They're not cheap, but I mean, it's a lot of calories. It's 2 bars, 640 calories. So it's like a whole meal for the day. That one is chocolate banana. And then we've got some strawberry fruit snacks, another Trader Joe's fruit and nut disc, more snack sticks, chocolate snack sticks, and then some ramen. Normally I think people would double up on these, but I went with extra calories throughout the day with snacks, so I just did one for dinner for this night. And then for dessert, Nutella, and a tortilla. So that concludes day 5 of my 5-day resupply. I also just wanted to quickly touch on a couple other options that I maybe didn't hit in that 5-day resupply. So one of them is tuna. They have the single serving packets, and I think the sunflower oil one is probably the best as far as ratio for like calories and protein to the weight of it. I personally cannot seem to get down tuna. I don't know why. I love it raw, but this just doesn't do it for me. But that's a really popular one, great for protein and calories, like I said. Another one is Spam. This I've tried. I actually can get this down fine. I will probably be doing some of these along the trail, but I'm just assuming this is going to be easier to find when I resupply, like in towns or whatever. So I didn't bother putting any in my resupply boxes. Another thing that I think is good is like the little single serving packets of peanut butter or almond butter. I didn't even put any peanut butter in my resupply box, which is kind of funny because I know that's a staple usually. But again, I think that's something that I'll probably be buying a lot along the trail. One of my favorite trail snacks actually is a tortilla with almond butter, dried bananas, and bacon jerky. That is like really good. Anyway, so from my research and things that I like, this is kind of what I've come up with for some cold food options. But I'm curious if you guys have anything else that you think would be good to add to the list. Even if you are bringing a stove, you're usually just cooking your dinner, so you're eating cold food all day. So I hope this was still helpful for you guys. And again, if you have any suggestions, I would definitely be open to hearing about them. Thank you so much for watching this video and taking the time out of your day. I don't have any more videos planned as of now for before I leave. I leave on April 3rd. So if I don't see you before then, I will see you on the trail.